Hey, mind your own business.
Business is my business, and brother, business is good.
Seven doesn't completely reimagine the show's formula. It's still new and creative enough to appeal to even reluctant fans. Since the conclusion of Rick and Morty Season 6 in December 2022, a lot has transpired. After being accused of domestic assault and fired by Adult Swim in January 2023, the former co-creator and star of the show Justin Roiland, a hunt for his replacement lasted months. Rick and Morty Season 7 shows that the Anarchic animated comedy still has lots of inventiveness and invention even without its former star voice acting the show's titular protagonist, which left viewers worrying about the show's future. The framework of Rick and Morty Season 7, Episode 1, How Poopy Got His Poop Back, is altered from the norm, but there are no meta jokes made to address Roiland's absence. The entire episode is instead devoted to the absurd tale of Mr. Poop-a-Butthole and various supporting characters planning a catastrophic night out with Rick. The Jerick Trap, the second episode of the season, is an equally hectic outing that teams Jerry and Rick up for an unusual crime caper. It's not a bad thing that both of these episodes seem like they belong in the older, sillier seasons of Rick and Morty. The inconsistent tone of Rick and Morty Seasons 5 and 6 was whether there was a major issue. Following episodes with villains like Rick Prime and Evil Morty would feel stupid, insignificant, and purposefully light. These episodes would foreshadow serious stakes, dark stories, and impending catastrophe. Any hint of self-seriousness has been abandoned in favor of levity in this situation. For those who missed the loose, anything-goes attitude of Rick and Morty's early seasons, this will be welcome news. However, it may frustrate fans who came in quest of a resolution to the Rick Prime plot. The witty character work in How Poopy Got His Poop Back and the inventive action sequences of The Jerick Trap both return Rick and Morty to its beginnings as a ribald, self-aware satire of both sci-fi series and comedies. Despite this, Season 7 of Rick and Morty has certain issues. While the first episode struggles to find something for the second half of its eponymous partnership to accomplish, the second episode loses momentum at the halfway mark and plods into a predictable ending. In reality, Morty had a small part in each of the first 2 episodes of the season, and the remaining episodes may benefit from concentrating on his story. Nevertheless, this series is basically back to its best. And these are only a few minor problems. Anyone who anticipated that the series would soon add more drama will probably be surprised by Rick and Morty Season 7. But the episode is still a solid comeback for an animated comedy that has been in hot water. Chris Parnell delivers excellent work throughout The Jerick Trap, while Sarah Chalk's deadpan Beth Smith is a dependable scene stealer. The supporting voice cast is as endearing as usual. The huge surprise is that they rarely deviate from Roiland's performance in the part, despite the attention paid to the mysterious new voices for Rick and Morty and the comments left online about them. The show's producers promised sound-alikes to viewers months ago, and Ian Cardoni and Harry Belden's performances deliver on that promise. While it would be tempting to say that Season 7 of Rick and Morty feels like an eerily accurate recreation of the program it once was, the reality is that the show feels the same as it always has. Its odd inability to seamlessly incorporate more somber, reflective moments into its irreverent comedy is still a problem. But Rick and Morty's numerous brilliant jokes nonetheless manage to make this a relatively minor flaw. Although the plot of Rick and Morty occasionally tends toward predictable outcomes, the show's rhythm is still excellent. Despite not aiming to alter the tone or premise of the series, Rick and Morty Season 7 does succeed in demonstrating that, in its 10th season, the show can still be successful on its own terms.